Hello, and welcome back to the Tea and a Buddy podcast. I'm Dominic.
And I'm Erica.
And today's episode is travel/culture week.
Yeah.
And we're going to be talking about some theme parks. Well, British theme parks.
Yes.
In particular.
In particular.
Yeah, because that's culture, isn't it? Going to a theme park.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big culture time.
There are cultural differences.
Cultural differences.
Perhaps.
I mean, probably just in the food, really. I mean, a roller coaster is a roller coaster, isn't it?
The food, that's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Well, we still, all the years you've been here, we still haven't gone to a theme park at all over here.
I mean, I'm trying to think now, but I'm like...
We haven't even been to Six Flags, have we?
No, I don't think so.
God, yeah, it's been a long time since I've been to any of these places.
I mean...
I desperately want to take him, you guys. Let me know how many
Six
of
Flags
you
Over Texas is what it's
Six Flags Over Texas, yeah.
So that only operates in Texas, or is it Six Flags Over Colorado, or Six Flags Over Wisconsin?
Yeah, they do have them elsewhere. I always thought it was just in Texas because it's Six Flags Over Texas, but no, they have them in other...
Well, it's like Texas toast, isn't it? It's like, oh, Texas toast. Is there a Wisconsin toast? Is there a California toast? Well, there is, isn't it? That's like avocado and... avocado on toast is California toast, isn't it?
I mean, I don't think they call it California toast.
Let us know.
And Texas toast doesn't have anything on it. It's just the cut
bread.
of the bread.
The cut of the bread. It's a doorstep loaf, basically. Well, it's a thick cut sliced, because doorstep loaves in the UK are very thick. They're quite...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking about braces the other day.
I think we talked about... this has become a food thing.
Braces loaves, people.
I think we talked about Texas toast in one of the other podcasts, and we maybe even asked something, and somebody was like, yeah, we have Texas toast over here.
And they call it Texas toast.
I guess so.
Because
it's
patented.
Slightly bigger, and it's thicker.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it, though. It's just bread, you know?
It's not bread.
Toast, actually. It's just bread.
It's just bread.
But
Anyway.
Theme parks.
Theme parks,
but
yes.
Yeah,
resorts.
I desperately want to take him, and I have for years, and we haven't gone, and I don't know why we haven't gone. We need to plan to go. I mean, my uncle lives in LA, so we have somewhere to stay.
And we go to Disneyland.
Yeah, I've desperately wanted to take him to Disneyland, basically since he's been here. Because I haven't been
Disneyland.
Since I was a teenager, maybe. So that was years ago. Years and years.
Yeah, Disney. I mean, I'm sure the. I mean, any of you listening, if you've been to Disneyland, let us know what it's like now.
Yeah, let us know, because we were actually just talking about it because of the topic for today.
Yeah.
It kind of brought it back up, like, oh yeah, we haven't been to Disneyland, and I haven't been, and I was telling him some of my favorite rides.
Disney.
And I was just like, God, I wonder how different it is. I mean, obviously, I've seen videos online. They have all these different sections of the park now. The Star Wars section looks really cool. And they have, like, a Toy Story section.
Yeah. You've got a friend in me.
But yeah, they've got all these different sections now that they never had when I was there. And I'm just curious, like, do they still have some of the classic rides that were, like, my favorite rides? I was telling him about the Peter Pan ride. I don't know.
That's probably gone now.
Anybody who's listening, let me know if you've been to Disneyland and if you know what I'm talking about. Like, they had this Peter Pan ride that I used to love when I was a kid. Like, the very first time I went to Disneyland. It was, like, my favorite ride. I would have just probably ridden it again and again, you know. And you go flying. It's like, you can fly, you can fly, you can fly. And I just remember it was like, oh, you can see all the little tiny houses down below, and you can see the stars because you're up in the sky, you know. And it was just so cute. But I wonder if, like, those kind of rides even exist anymore. Didn't I see somewhere they
must have expanded?
Well, yeah, they've expanded, but did they also, like, were those rides considered dated and they got rid of them? Or are they considered classic and they keep them forever? You know, I don't know.
I mean, yeah. I mean, surely after a while they get rid of things, you know, because, like, we'll talk about this in a minute. In British theme parks, it's like the older rides, they go, time to retire them.
Yeah, it's looking dated now. Yeah. It's not, you know, the technology's a bit not as good or
Yes,
whatever.
no,
But,
yeah.
but I mean, when I was last there, it was good. It was still so good. The Haunted Mansion, you know, that's a classic. The Pirates of the Caribbean. I mean, they've turned all these into films now because the rides are so classic.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that they've gotten rid of those, but I'm sure I saw that they got rid of the It's a Small World ride.
It's a
or they were
small
going
world
to or
after
something.
all.
And everybody was just like, oh God, yeah.
Get rid of
That's
that.
all right.
I'm sick of that song now. It's a small world after all.
But yeah, somebody who's been to Disneyland recently, let me know if they still have like the Peter Pan ride and I'm sure they have the Pirates of the Caribbean and I do think I remember seeing something like, oh, they got rid of some of the more problematic
Song of the South.
No, scenes in the Pirates of the Caribbean, right? Because there were like the
completely
the men
eliminated
chasing
Johnny Depp,
the
then brought
men
him
chasing the women.
Oh, yeah.
And I think
the women chasing the men.
And I think maybe even hitting.
Oh God, yeah.
You know, because it's just like they were like prostitutes. I think they were.
They were serving wenches. Yeah.
Yeah. They were supposed to be like that. So I think it's like, oh, maybe not now, but
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. The reason for this podcast is because there's been some exciting news.
Exciting news, yes. Apparently Universal have decided to expand its operations and it's going to be the first theme park in Europe operated by Universal. And it's going to be built in the UK. And the government has promised this. They said, we promise we'll build a theme park for you in the UK. Keir Starmer's come out and said yes.
That warrants that classic
Yay!
Yay!
And the clapping.
The little yay! Kids sound effects.
And from Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yay! It's from Roller Coaster Tycoon?
Oh, I thought that was what you were referencing.
No, like all these videos
when they clap
and
stuff.
Hear,
when
you just hear the kids go, yay! In all the old, like, YouTube videos.
Some of the, yes, God, yeah. But yeah, no, that's something in Roller Coaster Tycoon. And it's clapping when they're like, yeah.
When you beat the challenge.
When you've done the objectives, they're all clapping for me.
Yeah.
It's like, how did they know? Did they make a little announcement?
They released their balloons and they all turn to face you and they're just like that clapping, like, well done.
Well, you're going to design this then in Roller Coaster Tycoon. Then
Universal?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I'd like to do that. I've been preparing for that my whole life.
But yes, the first Universal theme park in Europe will be built in the UK. And the attraction is planned for the site of a former brickworks near Bedford.
Where is Bedford?
It's in Bedfordshire.
Oh, Lord.
It's near Luton. It's near Milton Keynes, which is just across the border in Buckinghamshire.
London, then.
Yes, it's right. Okay, we went to the Harry Potter Warner Brothers Studios, which was just north of Watford. Remember, we're travelling forever on the tube to get there. We travelled through the candy cane forest and these kids getting on and getting off.
Past
and all
the
this
swirly gumdrops.
And to get to Watford, well, it's about 10 miles, 20 miles north of that, I think.
Oh, okay.
Bedford, yeah. I mean, I'm not entirely sure how, but it's going to be just outside Bedford. And there's on the side of this old brickworks, and it's going to be 476 acres. But Universal have bought even more land, and they expect it to go up to like 700 acres.
Yeah.
And it could attract, they've estimated, it could attract 8.5 million visitors in its first year.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably going to drop after a while because,
Why?
Well, because, I mean...
after a while, because,
people don't... I don't think people
crap.
go to theme parks anymore.
Are you kidding?
I don't think
Who doesn't go to theme parks? Some people base their entire
it's people
YouTube
with kids,
channel.
I guess, yes.
Some people base their entire YouTube channels on we go to theme parks.
As we don't go to theme parks, and we don't have kids to take to theme parks.
You don't need kids to go to theme parks. Who wants to take a kid to a theme park?
Apparently parents do. They're like, yay, let's go to Universal Bedford. I don't know what they're going to call it, actually. Universal Bedford, I don't know. Because, it's like Universal Orlando Resort. That's where all the Brits are going right now to get their Universal fix.
When is this supposed to come out, though?
Well, it's going to...
in 10 years from now,
It could create an estimated 28,000 jobs, and it's estimated to open in 2031, so about 6 years from now.
Yeah.
That's, that's a 6-year time frame they've got to get going on. And it's set to begin, and, they say, oh, well, what's going to be there? What are you going to put in there? And they're like, oh, well, we're going to have all the American stuff, but we're going to feature stuff like James Bond and Paddington and Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And people are like, well, Harry Potter too.
Is James Bond a Universal?
No.
Because...
It's MGM, Amazon now, but...
yeah, because that's weird, isn't it?
But, I think I think Universal have done a deal to distribute
I was going to say, because historically, right, Universal Studios was Universal Studios. Like, the original Universal Studios in LA is the actual studios. Like, you can take a tour of the studios.
Yeah.
You can... In fact, that's one of my very earliest memories from when I was, like, very, very little. I don't know.
Back to the Future lots and stuff like that.
I was, like, 5, maybe. Yeah, I don't remember Back to the Future, but you literally get on, like, a little ride, and they take you around the studios, and they show you some of, like, the...
back lots and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they show you, like, some of the special effects, like, okay, this is how we make it rain, and then it comes on, and the rain comes down, and then, like, Jaws would come up at this one point, and it was very cool, but it was the actual studios, And,
yeah, they made movies for Universal,
and it was like,
and
then the park
they were like
was
MGM
just,
and,
And so all the rides at the park were themed around Universal movies.
And Paramount, yeah. But, the studios are in trouble
and
now.
Paramount, you said?
Studios. Like
yeah.
Hollywood.
Yeah, no, but I think all the rides originally at Universal Studios theme park were based on
the
movies
studio
that
lots,
were they were based on movies that
were made at the Universal Studios, yeah.
So like Jurassic Park and Terminator, I think, or was it RoboCop?
Terminator, yeah, I think Terminator was Universal actually. Yeah.
And Back to the Future, and yada 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 yada.
Yeah, because there was a Back to the Future ride or something. I remember you telling me you loved it or something, didn't you? At Universal Studios.
Yeah, that was like my mom's favorite.
Oh,
it was
mother's favorite ride,
virtual reality.
Yeah.
Thing, yeah. So you get in this car and you're like, oh, you're going through all the time periods and yeah. But yeah, so they're gonna now have like James Bond and Paddington.
Well, Paddington it is distributed by Universal,
okay.
I think. I think James Bond is in the recent years has been distributed by Universal because MGM had a problem, they were gobbled up by Amazon.
Yeah.
And now they're Amazon MGM, so they're fine now in terms of money. I guess they can distribute on their own. Mm-hmm. So, but Universal have still got a deal for like the next film, I think.
Oh,
and then that's it. Their deal runs out, and Amazon can distribute it wherever they want.
Yeah.
So I guess based on that, they're going to have a James Bond theme, right? Because, you've got to, there's not many, like, British franchises that can be...
Yeah, I suppose so. So they'll have to have some of the American stuff. But, we say American in quotation marks. It's like, it's not as if only Americans have ever seen the movies.
Yeah, no,
they
Universal
has
yes,
made,
no, yeah, no.
It's like, they're not
they're
owned
American
by America.
Well, Universal and all that, yeah, they're owned by American... it's American money that's coming into this.
Yeah, but everybody has access to watch the movies that they make.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I remember when they originally added on the Wizarding World of Harry Potter to the theme park in Florida. Everybody was even when they announced it, everybody was like, Why would in Florida? Why are they doing this? This is not the place for Harry Potter, land, and everybody was going, they should have done it in Britain somewhere. So now I guess they're gonna, right?
They're going to, yeah. No, early on there was rumours of, they're not going to feature Harry Potter as much. And I guess because Warner Brothers Studios were like, wait a minute.
Yeah, but they don't have a theme park, that. So it's just like...
No, but they're going to lose business. Who's going to want to go see the studios when you can go, oh, yeah, I can get myself a butterbeer and be in Hogsmeade and Hogwarts as it was, you know, and it's not just a studio set, you know.
Well, I mean, only casual fans are not going to want to do that. Like,
but they want the casual fans.
It's like, I still want to see the studios.
Well, you've seen the studios.
And I've seen them now. And I still want to go to the theme park, okay?
Yeah.
And I still
because people
haven't
are like,
been
oh,
to
in
the theme
Florida
park.
it's going to be too hot.
Yeah.
You know, I guess they've got, like, some kind of climate control there or something, you know.
Well, it's outside, so how could they?
You tell me Universal can't control the weather.
I mean, inside the rides, maybe if there's any indoor
outside,
ones,
no, they probably have like a dome or something where they pump. Like,
I
snow! It's snowing time! It's snowing now! Oh no, it's raining! Oh no, the Death Eaters are coming!
No, it's like it's perfect to have a Harry Potter theme park around there because it's like you can go around London and see the Harry Potter sites in London, and then you can take a trip out to the, you know, you can have an entire like Harry Potter experience, a Harry Potter themed trip.
What did you call it when
UK?
we were driving through the Highlands? You're like, what in the Harry Potter nonsense am I
Yes.
watching right now? Am I seeing
that's
right
true.
now?
And you should take a trip up to the Highlands so it looks like, you know, scenes from Harry Potter, and then you can go to the Harry Potter, the Wizarding World at Universal there in Britain, and it would be so good. The thing I'm wondering though about a theme park, I mean, obviously they have theme parks in the UK. You've been right,
Yeah.
to some of them, but
Yeah.
I just like, it's so soggy in the UK, and that is not a stereotype. Like, it rains for at least a little bit almost every single day.
Almost every day, yeah. Except in, like,
know.
summer when it's, like, drenchingly, scorchingly hot for 2 weeks.
And, like, I don't know about, like, walking around a theme park in the pouring. Can you imagine, like, if we paid to get in, because you know what theme park prices are, right?
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
maybe they won't be as expensive in the UK, I don't know, but...
They'll be expensive in the UK.
Can you imagine paying to get into the theme park and then having a day like what we had that first day in Bath? Where it was just literally pouring.
Everybody, they're gonna have. Well, what they're gonna do is they could buy more land to increase the plot up to 700 acres, which would improve transport links. That's what the residents living around there they've all responded positively to this news.
Well, it's going to bring money to their little
and they
towns,
create jobs, and also transport links is like yay. Because, you know, it's
we can
like...
finally go places easily.
As the local MP, Chris Curtis, said, they say dreams only come true in Hollywood, but soon you will just need to take the A421 to Bedford. And it's like... I mean, of course, you know, but they're kind of like, oh, well, the infrastructure they're not going to put as much infrastructure in to support these many visitors. Yeah. So, you know, there's some people going, oh, there's going to be traffic jams... And, you know, local businesses are going to be affected by this.
It would be good to have a train.
They did have a train
somewhere.
Yeah, no, there. They do have a train stop around there somewhere. And it's funny because they were planning to do that with every theme park, but not all of them. The big four in the UK are operated by Merlin Entertainments. They call the big four theme parks.
Oh yeah,
that are like the most famous. Mm-hmm. Merlin Entertainments, of course, founded by the wizard and magician Merlin in 1903.
They're founded by... He was like... He just magicked up some theme parks.
He magicked up the Merlin Entertainments. No, it's a conglomerate. Like hedge fund investors or something, you know.
Yeah.
Alton Towers is the biggest one.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
But that's now Alton Towers Resort because Merlin Entertainments took over.
Is that where they go in... The in-betweeners?
No, that's Thorpe Park. That's another one that's owned by them. That's another... I don't know if it's a resort, actually. But Alton Tower, it's in Staffordshire, and it's near the village of Alton, and it's a theme park, water park, mini-golf, hotel complex. I went there on a school trip in 1999, and I went on Corkscrew, which was their most famous ride back then. I think it was old even then. I think it was opened in 1980.
Like a roller coaster.
It was a roller coaster tycoon.
Corkscrew Follies.
Corkscrew Follies, yeah. No, I mean, the guy who made Roller Coaster Tycoon was British, so he was obviously inspired by that. It closed in 2008, that did, because it was old.
Oh, yeah.
And their new ride, which was just opened when I was there, was Oblivion, which was another roller coaster. Yeah, and now they've got, like, resorts and conference centres and stuff, and it's like a big, thing, It was originally a private estate of the Earl of Shrewsbury.
Oh, yeah.
And so the actual original Alton Towers mansion is there. They just built around it, kind of like in Severance.
Really?
They built all around it, and it's like a Grade 2 listed building.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and there's like a ride there, something to do with the Earl of Shrewsbury, some legend of something, and...
Yeah, because I was going to ask you, since I haven't been to any theme parks in the UK, like, when you go in, how is it? Like, at Disneyland...
At Disneyland, it all looks like it was created yesterday.
Well, no, when you walk in, it looks like there are areas of the park that are like, everything looks basically like you're in a cartoon movie.
Yeah.
And then you go to another area and everything looks like, you're in Europe.
Oh, like, yeah.
Everything is themed, you know what I mean? Like, when you go to, like, Alton Towers or wherever, what are the vibes like?
I mean, yeah, I think I don't know if they have like themed areas now. They did. I don't remember them having the themed areas when I went there. I mean,
it was sort of more like carnival vibes.
Carnival, like a fair vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I went there, because I haven't been back there, but
because like Six Flags is not as themed, They do have like little, or they did, because it's been a long time since I've been to Six Flags too, but they had like Looney Tunes.
Oh, well, yeah, Disneyland, yeah,
and stuff, things that looked like, but not to the level of Disneyland.
Alton Towers grounds were opened to the public in 1860 to raise funds. In the 70s, a few rides were added and some of the themed areas were developed. So they did have like, I don't remember. I mean, I was like, oh, this is like Europe. This is like, I don't remember.
It wouldn't even be like Europe. It'll be like you'll go into like the Germany area and you can get all German foods and like Oktoberfest.
I mean that's probably more like sharply contrast over here, because it's kind of like that's kind of like what people do to go, oh yeah, I've been to Germany, oh I've been to Europe.
It's different from
because in
it's sort of like Las Vegas, like
I suppose like there's like the water bit, and then there's like the snake bit or whatever, they call it that, but I don't know, it's like, I wasn't really paying attention, I guess, I was just going around with the school.
Yeah. You went on a school trip.
Yeah, and it was like for like a day.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's inspired by Disneyland. It was transformed into a theme park in 1980, and then became like a resort.
Alton Towers.
Yeah.
I mean, I will tell you that the idea that it's all built around like an old stately home is freaking awesome.
Well, yeah, no, the stately home is right there, like in the middle of it. Yeah.
So that's sort of like their Disney castle then. That's so cool.
Yeah, I don't know if they.
I like that.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if you can. I don't remember going in it.
Yeah.
But
I don't think you used to be able to go in the Disney castle. Now you can. They have like events and stuff there, but I'm pretty sure when I was very little, or maybe you could and I just wasn't aware of it, or maybe my parents told me you couldn't. Like, oh no, that's just for workers.
I'm sure you can go in there now, and there's probably some sort of like display or ride or something.
At Alton.
It's like it's probably a haunted house section or something,
Oh god, we need to
I need to go back there and go to it.
Yes, we need to go UK theme parks, like, and do American theme parks, and then compare and contrast.
Oh, I'm surprised that hasn't been
Well, it probably has. I mean, we're not on that kind of...
We're not on that kind
YouTube.
of... that side of YouTube.
Yeah.
The Legoland Windsor resort, the Legoland resort, is another one of theirs. That's another big theme park in the UK. That's in...
I mean, they have those here.
That has themed... That's like 11 themed lands. And that has like the beginning, Duplo Valley. Remember Duplo?
Yeah.
Knight's Kingdom, Lego City, Miniland, Lego Ninjago World, Pirate Shores, Heart Lake City, Kingdom of the Pharaohs, Bricktopia, and Lego Mythica.
That sounds
World
really
of Mythical Creatures. Yeah.
That sounds really cute.
Yeah. That's just outside Windsor. If we could have walked there. Could have walked to Legoland. I don't agree. Going to Legoland. Bye.
That sounds cute.
Chessington World of Adventures is another one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I've never
another.
Heard of that
yeah, that's in Chessington, in the in southeast London, southwest London. Sorry, in Kingston upon Thames, right by Richmond upon Thames, actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Huh.
And that's like it was actually originally Chessington Zoo.
Oh.
When they opened it in 1931, and now it's like, it's now a zoo and a theme park.
Yeah. Because I mean,
the Chessington Zoo has over 1,000 animals, including gorillas, sea lions, Sumatran tigers.
Yeah, zoo/theme park.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we have a load of theme parks in this country. Like in Amarillo, up by the Panhandle.
Yeah, because I mean,
there was Wonderland Park.
Oh yeah,
and it's sort of like a carnival or like a fair, but on a slightly bigger scale, or not even a slightly bigger scale, but just permanent,
Yeah.
And in my mind, no hate or whatever, but I always just kind of thought or had the feeling, not based on absolutely nothing, but just other than the fact that you don't hear about them on a worldwide on
the world stage
excitement world stage, that's a good way to put it. That was probably how the theme parks in the UK were too, sort of just
just kind of ramshackle put up
not ramshackle, but just like your average kind of...
The fair comes to town, sets up, and they're kind of rickety rides or whatever.
Well, no, not rickety rides. I mean, there were some fun, good rides at Wonderland Park, but just nothing
nothing special.
Just fun rides, but nothing
a Ferris wheel and maybe a little tiny roller coaster or bumper cars and stuff
just
like that.
Just fun rides, but nothing beyond, nothing I don't know. Nothing exciting or
nothing themed or anything
themed or sort of vibes beyond just it has some good rides.
Yeah.
The
ones the one I used to always go to is in Wales, called Oakwood, and that's recently had to close. I just saw the news of that. That was that we went. We always used to go on school trips there all the time. It felt like we were always there.
Yeah, same at Wonderland Park.
Yeah, it was just and they had a ride called Megaphobia, and I used to like the log flume ride, and
yes,
there was they had things like Snake River Falls, and it was just a log flume, a tube and stuff. You go down in a little dinghy, and it was. You probably wouldn't have liked it, actually. It wasn't gentle. It was kind of going whoosh, No,
at Wonderland Park, my very favorite ride, and they have one similar on roller coasters, is it's a huge inner tube. It has
that's what it was like.
Seats for 8 people, and you're all sitting, and you strap in. You're all facing toward each other, and you kind of spin around, and it's got rapids, and then there's you kind of, it bumps you along the side, and there will be a waterfall, and you'll get wet, and then you kind of go down some not really steep hills, but some gentle hills and stuff. You're on, I think it was called, I don't know, I think it was called Snake River, actually. Yeah. And it was that twisty turny, like a water rapids ride.
Yeah.
That was my favorite. That was my absolute favorite ride.
Yeah, I like the Snake River Falls at Oakwood.
I don't like these going on dinghies, single man, down
a single man, and you could do it with 2 people, I think. I mean, we were kids, so we were smaller. But yeah, that Megaphobia, it was kind of a rickety kind of wooden roller coaster, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And that was that, I like that one,
It was the
They
same.
had Bounce, which ones that shot you into the air and just gently dropped you, and then shot you up again. And then,
no, I can't. The thing about it is going when we do eventually book a trip and go to one of these theme parks, whether here or in the UK or whatever, I will, as an adult now, I will not be participating in any of these rides that are like bouncing and shooting, roller coasters that go upside down,
corkscrew follies.
I just need some gentle, just give me like an easy breezy.
Yeah, no, they had the pirate ship.
I'm not looking for something to give me like a heart attack. Pirate ship, I don't want to do that anymore.
The pirate ship, yeah, because it was like a swing and it went back, and yeah.
And it makes you so, like, sick.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
I don't want to get sick. Like, I don't find that fun at this point in my life. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm going to be sick. Like, I just want to walk around and soak up the vibes and ride the little cute rides and stuff.
Yeah, because, like, Brighton has it, Margate has it, Dreamland in Margate.
Like, little, like, smaller theme parks?
Yeah, they're smaller. They just have, like, roller coasters and Ferris
wheels. Okay, so Alton
wheels
Towers, then, is like a theme park.
It's like, a theme park, as is Thorpe Park and Chessington World of Adventures and Legoland, I guess, too, you know.
Yeah.
They've been developed more, you know. Thorpe Park, which is where the In-Betweeners went, that's in Surrey. In the village of Thorpe, between towns of Chertsey and Staines. And it has Hyperia, the United Kingdom's tallest and fastest roller coaster, at over 236 feet and 129 kilometers per hour.
I mean, have you seen some of these rides nowadays?
Yeah, no, they're crazy.
They go straight down. Like,
yeah.
Why? I just don't want to do that, you know? I guess I'm not an adrenaline junkie, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
I have no interest in anything like that. So, you know, when we go, if you want to ride on something like that, I'll just be like, bye. Bye. I'll just watch you from afar, you know.
Well, yeah. No, I mean,
look at Dominic up there on the...
I used to like going to you know, doing some of the like easy rides and stuff when I was a kid. I didn't mind going on the roller coasters and stuff like that, but I used to like going like, you know, just to chill out.
Yeah.
Know? Go to the little retail bit, you know, where they are the food courts and stuff, you know.
Yeah. At Wonderland Park, they had this ride called the Himalaya, and it was like it was just went around in circles, but it was kind of like you go up and down and around like that, and it would start off kind of slow, and then it would start going faster and faster. That was like about as much as I want to do. Yeah. You know, you're sitting in a little thing, you're like that, because you're going faster and faster, and you're kind of sliding to the outside because, you know, and it's like, that was all right. I always enjoyed that one. But, yeah, that was the upside down roller coasters were never for me.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I did ride, we went to, the last time I went to, Disneyland, for whatever reason, my mom and my aunt and uncle were all like, let's get their mom, my grandma.
Yeah.
Let's get her on Space Mountain. Let's make her ride Space Mountain. I think it was her first time to Disneyland. And she was like 70 something at the time. Yeah. She was like, you know, and so, like, okay, let's get her on. And she was like, no, I don't want to, you know, I don't like stuff like that. I don't want to do. And they were like, no, come on, we'll all ride it. And I didn't want to ride it either. I was like, no, it's fine. I'll sit with her out, you know.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, we're all going to ride it. And, like, we got on there. Space Mountain is in the dark. It's an in-the-dark roller coaster.
Yeah.
And I think that was my first time on, like, one that goes upside down. You don't know it's upside down if you're in the dark. But, and my mom sat next to my grandma, and she was just, like...
holding her
head the whole time. Because it's very, like, you're kind of, like, rattly, too. Yes. Like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And she was like, oh, she's going to get whiplash. Or whatever. She said, as soon as we started going, she was just like, oh, why did we do this? I've killed my mother. Like, yes. Like, why did we make her do this? She's going to get whiplash. She's too old for this. You know, she was like holding her head so that it didn't bounce around. It's just like,
as if her head wasn't bouncing around too. It's like, yeah, no.
God.
There's those videos, and I'm sure you've seen them. I mean, from rides all over the world that drop you or shoot you up or whatever like that. You know.
Yes.
And the G-force.
Yes.
Causes people to pass out or just go
slingshot or something.
They're like I think it's like a Blackpool Pleasure Beach maybe, or Brighton or something like that. Yeah, there was like they're all like and these two girls or whatever like and then they go and then they go oh,
and then they pass out.
They pass out and their face is like completely and utterly like oh, and then they go oh, and then they wake up they go and they're just like, you just passed out, and she's like, what?
What? No, I didn't. Well,
no,
and then passes out again.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes, no. I don't. No.
Yes, no, because it's like you pass out and then other things happen, you know?
It's just like, yeah, no, that kind of stuff is not for me. That's why I always like Disneyland, because it's just cute. It's just cute. There's a lot of cute things to look at. There's cute little characters wandering around. It's a good time. You don't have to get on any of these freaking nonsensical rides where you're passing out for no reason. You know? And Universal's basically the same.
Yeah.
They used to have a really
I guess it'll just be kind of like, like, I'm trying to think of, like, the rides of, like, Paddington. It'll be kind of like Paddington in Peru or something. It'll be.
Yeah.
I think there was, like, a chase scene in Paddington 2.
I mean, I think there's enough material probably to have, like, a little Paddington-themed area of the park.
Yeah.
And there definitely is for James Bond.
Well, yes. I mean, yes.
I'm sure there will also be shows, because there's, Universal, that they're good at that kind of thing.
There'll be people walking around like in Disneyland.
Yeah. There'll probably be James Bond characters you can.
Well, I mean, I don't know if they do that in Universal, do they?
Yeah.
They don't have like. I thought they would have had like. I don't remember people talking about like, students of Hogwarts and McGonagall.
There's Death Eaters.
Death Eaters. Well, that's in.
That's at the studio also, yeah.
Well, those were specially for Halloween night.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I figured that was a good time to book the.
I think we still haven't even talked about that on here.
Oh, we surely have.
I don't know. Let us know.
We'll talk about it again. I mean, I guess we can talk about it now. I mean, we're only 35 minutes into the podcast.
So we're getting close to the end.
Getting close to the end.
But yeah, no, they have. There's not as many. There's not as many characters, and some of them are like more obscure. I seem to remember Spider-Man maybe around Universal.
Oh, Spider-Man, yeah, no, that'll be a fun.
I can't remember, but
yeah, I mean, Marvel is Disney now, so
yeah. I don't know if they have a section at Disneyland.
They surely would. There's probably like, that's a whole.
And the Star Wars.
That's a whole other theme park we've got to build on to Disneyland. Yeah, because the Star Wars section is pretty huge, isn't it?
The Star Wars section looks so cool. Yeah, it looks really cool.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say about Universal is, they used to have, like, live action shows you could go watch, and you could see like actual stuntmen doing like a stage show, and they would show you how they did some of the stunts and stuff falling off. You could see a guy like actually fall off a building, and they would land on the little thing down at the bottom, or like just do riding motorcycle up over the thing or whatever. So you can see stuff like that, or you used to be able to. Like I said, I haven't been there in a long time. And then also there would be like, you could go watch one of their movies, let's say, in a little theater, but it would be like immersive.
Yes.
So you get smells, you get like, if it's raining in the thing, the water might come down, or if they're in a thing where something splashes, you get splashed, your seat moves.
Yeah. Vibrates, yeah.
Sometimes some of the characters from the movie will come out.
Like 3D.
No, like real life. They come out into the thing, and they'd be like, "Oh, where did he go? Oh, da, da, da." And and it just like brings the movie to you. It's very, very, very cool and fun. So, if they could do stuff like that in Britain with,
they'll go into that.
I think it.
See, what I think Universal should do is they should have like they should lean into the Universal UK. Should lean into like the period dramas and stuff like that. Downton Abbey should have its own little area.
Yeah.
And you go to your little Downton Abbey area, and you have a live show of like Lady Mary and
you're right.
And
the little
Lord Grantham. Yeah.
Yes, the little escalators at the airport that just move. You just stand on one of those, and it takes you through different things, and you see Lord Grantham's like.
Laughing.
Spurting blood out of the dining room table.
Oh, God. And you see Lady Mary and Anna hiding the body and stuff like that. Yes.
Yes, you go
Perfect
past the hallway and they're dragging a body into the bedroom.
And then it goes into the Pride and Prejudice bit, where she jumps into the lake and all, all that kind of stuff.
But yeah, I think it'll definitely be. It's kind of crazy to think that they never. I guess because the UK is quite small, really. It's
small.
So it's kind of like, there's not
a lot of people,
and
there's a lot of people who are, like, very territorial about their bit, so they're gonna, like, you could come in here and offer me 50 million quid, I'm not gonna take it because this is my land.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, I have principles, I'm not gonna let this land be turned into Jeff Bezos's, James Bond fantasy,
Yes. But Euro Disney is what they like, the way they refer to Disneyland Paris. That's been there for I don't know when that opened.
And I think it was opened in the 80s or something.
Yeah, so you remember when we were in I think we went to King's Cross just to look around and went to look
and they were
and a train had come in
from Euro Disney and they all came out with the little
with the Mickey Mouse ears and balloons and everything, and everybody was like, yay!
Yay, because they went to Paris and then on to they call it Disneyland Paris, but I think it's well out of Paris.
They've been on the Eurostar.
On the Eurostar,
they just come in from the Eurostar, I
Yeah.
guess. And I was like, where are all these? We were like, what are all these? Like, they all have Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse ears on,
it's
and
like Euro Disney,
and like Disneyland shirts and stuff. Like, what? Oh, they just came back from. Oh, cute. Yeah, but yeah, it's just. It's weird that they are just now having something like this in the UK.
Yeah, I mean, there's enough like real life stuff in the UK.
Yes,
that they
well,
like,
that's true.
We don't need a theme park for it because you can just go there.
Yeah, that's true.
We need a Jane Austen theme park. It's like, well, that's Bath.
Yeah. Yes.
And it is because you go there and you see people they're all in their period Georgian. Regency era costumes walking around, and it's like they're not paid actors, they're actually people who are going to Bath thinking, I'm in an Austen novel.
And it's like, oh, we need, Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Diagon Alley is just like, okay, well, or you could just go to York and basically...
You go to York or anywhere anywhere that has that kind of thing, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, still, it'll be fun. I'm excited. I'm excited for 2031 to roll around.
So you can go out there and say, you've better have finished that by 2031.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I don't know. It's hard for me to imagine that they will. Do they account for the rain? Do you know what I mean? Because over here it seems like, no, it's raining. We have to stop, building whatever we're doing.
No, well, yeah, they can. Yeah, no. I mean, if they're pumping money into it,
they'll get it done.
They're not gonna put up with the whole, tea break time and can't do that. I mean, I have a feeling there's going to be pushback from the construction companies and stuff they're going to hire to do this.
I wonder if there'll be a
that's
California
why
section.
I mean, maybe.
It looks like LA.
Yeah.
They'll have a little Grauman's Chinese Theater or something.
Yeah. I mean, maybe. Or there'll probably be a New York area. Because they like New York in the UK. So.
But yeah, I'm excited.
No, I mean, they will account.
They'll get it done, yeah.
I mean, they should anyway.
It seems like this came out of nowhere. I don't know.
Yeah, because Universal wanted to, do that. I mean... they're doing like SNL UK as well, but we can talk about that.
What?
Oh, I didn't tell you about that, did I?
No.
Oh yeah, they're doing an SNL, a London version, live from London. It's Saturday night.
Oh God, what? All these years
It's coming
later?
on Sky though, because NBC Universal owns Sky now.
Oh.
So yeah, everybody's like, oh, this is probably going to be terrible, but I'll watch it anyway.
Yeah, we don't know. It might be good. Okay, but yeah, that's off topic.
Yeah.
No, but what I was gonna say is, I haven't heard any like rumblings about this being a thing that was possibly going to be announced or anything. Have you?
No, I guess this is all just kind of like, oh, NBC, Universal, or whatever are just like, oh yeah, expansion, yeah, make money, do it now.
Yeah. Huh. I'm excited.
We're excited.
Yeah.
We'll see you there.
Let us know. Yeah. Let us
Universal
know.
Bedford, if that's what they're going to call it.
Universal Bedford.
I mean, because, Bedfordshire,
they'll probably say Universal London.
Probably.
Yeah, because Universal
but
Orlando, Universal...
it's quite a ways out of London.
They
so
don't really
it's like
say
they're going to have to...
Universal LA. They just call that Universal Studios,
Yeah, so, the transport links is like, oh, yeah, you're going
it might
to
just
build
be
a slip
Universal
road
UK.
from the A4... Yeah.
They might just say UK.
Because the Harry Potter studios, you have to take a train, or you can take the bus from Victoria Coach Station or anywhere in London, really, and central London, and go straight there.
Yeah.
And that's quite a drive.
Yeah.
When you're thinking about it. We took the tube up to Watford, and then Watford Junction, and got on the bus there.
Yeah.
And that was quite an experience for you, so...
It was an experience.
Yes. Because it was we went past Wembley, we went way north. Way out of London we did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Fun news.
Fun news.
Some happy
news for a change.
Yes.
Yes.
Let us know if you plan on visiting here. Let us know if you're a theme park person, first
Are
of
you
all.
a theme park head?
What's your favorite theme park? Should me and Dominic plan a trip to go to a theme park? Which one should we go to?
Yes.
I want to go to both. I want to go to Disneyland.
Tell us all about your theme park needs.
I've never been to the ones in Florida. I've never been to Disney World.
There's Disney World in Florida, yeah.
Yeah.
Some
people prefer that
we're
to
right. We're pretty
Disneyland.
much in the middle. We can either go to... it's the same distance, I think, isn't it? From where we are in Austin. It's
yeah.
California's closer, maybe?
I don't know. I'm not sure, actually. But yeah.
Or maybe Florida
So,
is, because we can get an Austin to Orlando.
Some people prefer Disney World. I don't know why. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think they have...
Because it's not...
the Epcot
there's Disneyland, and then there's Disney World.
Yeah.
Well,
they have
World is bigger than land.
They have the Epcot Center over there, and I think people quite like that. And also...
The Apricot Center.
Is the Epcot Center... Is the Epcot the one where they have, like, the animals? Where they have, like...
Is it like a zoo?
Well, it's... Yeah, kind of.
I thought that was like a music
Safari,
venue, too.
Disneyland... Oh, what is it called? It's something like... I've seen videos where people... You can get, like, if you stay there at the resort.
Yeah.
They have, like, hotel rooms that open up onto where the giraffes...
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Yeah,
the
maybe.
The giraffe habitat, and... Like, you can open your window and feed the giraffes in the mornings.
That's cute.
Yeah.
They give you, like, complimentary things to feed the giraffes.
I don't know if that's Epcot. There's something... There's another one. Animal Kingdom.
That's Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom and Epcot are both in Florida, I think.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah. So Disneyland's got Disneyland and California Adventure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. On the West Coast. So, I don't know.
But Disneyland's the original one.
Yes.
So you got to go there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Plus, we have somebody over there, so.
Yes.
But anyway, let us know if you've been to Disneyland and Disney World and which one is better.
Yes.
Let us know which Universal you think is better also. Because I've also only ever been to the one in LA, the original Universal Studios.
Oh yeah, no, there's a lot of Brits who swear Universal Orlando is the best.
Yeah.
But I mean, they go there, don't they?
Because they now have the Harry Potter section in LA also.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. So, I don't know.
It might be good.
I'll go either one, really.
Either one.
Thank you for tuning in. As always, we really appreciate your support. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Shout out to our patrons for their continued support. We really appreciate you guys. If you don't follow us on social media, give us a follow. We are at TButty, TEABUTTY, across all socials, including Blue Sky. We are no longer posting on X. You can find our old tweets on there, but we're not active anymore. So Blue Sky is where we are now. And that's it.
That's it.
Talk to you all next time.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.